In the 1960s, Watson Davis created a character that hosted a Memphis-based monster program. At the same time, a ship from a distant galaxy intercepted these broadcasts, and the aliens became smitten with the character. The aliens used Watson's Sivad character to test their new video cloning ray that takes an on-screen character's physical attributes and portrayed personality to produce a living duplication. After failing to agree on both the Star Trek Tribbles and J. Edgar Hoover, the aliens tested their ray on Sivad. The Sivad clone was initiated as an infant and beamed down to the steps of an orphanage, wrapped in a blanket stitched with the name Sivad 2. Growing up in an orphanage was a difficult process for Sivad 2. Each time a hopeful parent tried to adopt him, he successfully managed to thoroughly creep the bejesus out of them, resulting in a return to the orphanage. At the age of 18, Sivad was too old to reside at the orphanage. He accepted a scholarship to the prestigious Miskatonic University in Arkham, Massachusetts, where he studied the Necronomicon. He also lettered in the sport of High-Lie. Sivad graduated with honors and as a virgin. Despite his education, Sivad is forced to accept menial jobs due to his unique appearance.
Good evening. I am Sivad. Can I take your order, please?
Sivad, too, yearned for an exciting life and someone to share it with, so he decided that the only way to assimilate was with a new face. Distraught, depressed, dejected, discouraged, defeated, disgusted, downtrodden, and discomposed, he turns to a life of crime. The aliens had made a second clone. One melded from the original Sivad and a sexy extra from the TV show The Mod Squad. Their plan had been to monitor the two clones until the age of 18 and then return to retrieve them. However, on the same visit to Earth, the aliens had discovered the cannabis plant, took samples to their ship, and began to ingest it. Their time was now spent testing ways to grow this plant to be more potent and really mellow. With their new obsession and an increasingly foggy memory, the aliens lost track of just what planet they had deposited the children on. Meanwhile, Sivad had become infatuated with this woman, whose name was Sylvia. He was still fearful of her reporting him to the police, until he could no longer keep his love at a distance. But the aliens did do something that would come in handy, since they had lost track of the cloning project in a THC haze. They implanted a device in both clones that would activate a video feed if the two were ever to come together and unknowingly insert the male implant into the female implant. This was not for any purpose other than pure curiosity about watching two new life forms get it on. But then they remembered that there was an address embedded in the signal.
Salutations, post-coitus clones. Years ago, we conducted an experiment that produced you, and we planned to return earlier, but we have been as high as a dinosaur's balls for a while now, and we're only able to locate you through your intercourse. We are sending you this transmission in case you would like to join us on our intergalactic explorations.
Thus began the intergalactic adventures of the Sivad and Sylvia clones. On the ship, Sivad discovered a fully functioning video production facility. Within a matter of months, Sivad had the most popular show in the galaxy, beamed around the universe from the studio aboard the ship.
Good evening. I am Sivad. Welcome to Fantastic Intergalactic Features.